Hey everyone, this is a quick update video for my PlayStation 3 collection, as I'm now very close to having a complete PAL collection. At this point I'm only missing 26 games and 12 of the major SingStar releases. So in this video I'm not gonna show you my whole collection like I did last time. I'm just gonna show you the games that I'm missing, basically. And for that, alright, that was my phone. And for that we start at the top here. Of course these are all alphabetized. This one right here is Adventure Time, Explore the Dungeon Because I Don't Know. That one is in the mail, so I'll be getting that very shortly. And then there are no gaps here, not missing any of the B's and C's. And then here at the very end I'm missing Disney Sing It Family Hits. Then down here another two D releases. This gap is for Doctor Who The Eternity Clock, and this one is for How to Train Your Dragon, the first one. And that one is here because I live in Germany and the German titles for a lot of the movie license games were translated into German, so this is the second one. And the German title just starts with a D, so that's why the gap for that game is in here. And also why you might not see games in spaces you would expect them to see. And here, this is maybe the most controversial gap, I guess. This one is for Everybody Dance 3. That one was only released in Brazil, for the PAL region at least. And I know it exists because I have a friend who owned one before. That one will be pretty tricky to get, but it's a PAL game, so there's a gap for that. Then missing FIFA 17 and FIFA 18. They're just expensive still because they're relatively new, so I'll get those relatively soon, I guess. Then another gap here for Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. Another one of the easier ones that I have left to get. These two gaps are for Just Dance 2017 and 2018. Similar to the FIFA games, these are just relatively new still. They probably won't get that much cheaper, but they shouldn't be too much trouble. And here's a relatively big gap. This one is for the Killzone Trilogy. The Killzone Trilogy, just like the Mass Effect Trilogy, I count because it has disc releases for Killzone 1 and Mass Effect 1 respectively. Okay. Down here I'm missing Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel and Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel 2. Those are one of the last, two of the last RPGs released for the system. Still pretty expensive, but again they shouldn't be too hard to get. And this one is a bit annoying. This is for Madden 16. I don't know why Madden 16 is so hard to find. On the German eBay there's literally one copy up for sale at the moment and it's like 40 euros. I have no idea why. Madden 17, when I bought it, cost like 3 euros, so I don't know what's up there. As I said before, this one is for Mass Effect Trilogy, so there's a pretty big gap, but it's technically just for one game. This gap is for another game that should be pretty easy to get. It's Motogp 15. And here are two gaps for Move Street Cricket and Move Street Cricket 2, which were only released in India. So those two will be a bit harder to find. Another easy gap to fill. This is for NBA 2K18. Again, a relatively new game, but it's already one of the cheapest ones that I have left to get. This one is for Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge. Not released in Germany, but again shouldn't be too much trouble to find this one. And this one at the end here is for Pro Evolution Soccer 2018. Okay. And down here, this will probably be the hardest one to find next to Everybody Dance 3. This gap is for Ra 1 the game, which was also, like the Move Street Cricket games, only released in India. But the Move Street Cricket games you can kind of find in the UK, but Ra 1 is a different story. That will be a bit hard. Right here is a gap for Rugby Challenge 3. That one is in the mail, so I'll get that one shortly. Same with Rugby League Live 3. Right here is a gap for Saint Seiya Soldier's Soul. And then there is a whole stretch of no gaps. And very last row, again, not really any gaps. There is one right here, close to the end. This gap is for X-Men Origins Wolverine. And that is the end of the collection. As I said, 26 games missing, and 12 of the major SingStars missing. I've added a few more since my last video. A couple of the Australian ones. A friend from Australia helped me with those. And I've added some more to the American collection, but again, not a whole lot of them. So that's the update, and hopefully I'll get back to you once I've finished this collection. Maybe by summer, but we'll see how it goes with the hardest to find games. Alright, see you then.